Hi there, guys. Just got another package. I'm actually about to head off to work, so this is going to be a very short video. But just thought I'd let you guys in on the unboxing of this one as well, as I will do with probably all the packages I'm getting for quite some time now. This is probably a game guide, is what it feels like. So let's see. Oh yeah. Now that is a pretty thing. Don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can take you guys through it with me. So look at that. So this is GamePro's Mortal Kombat 1 strategy guide. Got a really killer picture there. This is my first time looking through it as well. So let's see here. Got all the information on Johnny Cage and Scorpion. It's a nice page. So it's got and all these great GamePro drawings. You gotta love GamePro's style of drawing. It's a little bit amateur, which gives it a lot of interesting character. Yeah. Anyway, this is the GamePro's official Mortal Kombat strategy guide. Basically, before I even get into this, I want to say one thing, and that's I really like GamePro, especially their older stuff when they had this kind of attitude of like, hey dude, whoa, cool, video games, how awesome. I really liked that kind of, let's face it, it's a fake attitude, but I liked it. Kind of like Beach Boys, sort of like, awesome, video games, sort of attitude. GamePro, as of late, they've tried to make themselves really serious and more appeal more to a more older market, and I don't really like that. I think games should be as goofy and fun as they want to be, and it always pisses me off when games take themselves a little too seriously. Pretty much what I'm saying is, when Mortal Kombat 1 came out, the dragon logo was not a set thing. It wasn't until Mortal Kombat 2 when every dragon logo looked the same. And this is a prime example. See that? Not nearly as awesome now that you've seen how awesome the actual dragon logo looks like. But anyways, so this is basically the only real complaint I have with this. This is a remarkably in-depth strategy guide. Not only does it cover Genesis, Super Nintendo, Game Gear, and Game Boy, it also covers all the codes for all the systems, and it also covers strategies for each character, combos for each character, and really in-depth character bios, which I will show you now. Let's open up here. Bloop, bloop. As you can see, it's got everything. First things first is the combatants. I love this art. I probably will say it 100 times more. What's really cool is each character, not only do you get their bios and endings and things like that, what you get here is you get these quick little, like, I don't know, what do they call them? Virtual statistics is what they're calling them on. Pretty much it's the tail of the tape sort of thing. You know, you get their age, their height, their weight, but then you also get a bunch of other stuff that you don't really need to know, but it's awesome because where else could you ever get this information? You get Johnny Cage's eye color, blue, his legal status, citizen of the United States, known relatives, Robert Carlton, Rose Carlton, Rebecca Carlton, and Sidney Ford, who is his divorced wife. You know, I mean, and then you get their birthplace. I mean, you don't get that kind of stuff anywhere else. You know, so I mean, and the best part is, it's actually really accurate, as far as I can tell, to the actual story. Because for the hardcore Mortal Kombat fans, we know, oh snap, I went past it. For the hardcore Mortal Kombat fans, we know that Goro's father is named Gorbak. And sure enough, right here, known relatives, King Gorbak, his father. And they include the Queen Maya as a mother, and he apparently has 7 wives. But you can't see that because there's a big glare. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's cool. Switch hands here. Okay, so we have all that awesomeness. And then it proceeds to go in and analyze each system individually, starting off with the Sega Genesis. Because Genesis does what Nintendo don't. And it's really cool because each time they show a new system, they show each one of the stages and how they graphically look on each one of the systems. So that's super awesome. And then they go in and they detail each character, like this Johnny Cage's page, which more pages. And then after each character, they do a whole thing of killer combos where they show you little combos. Now, honestly, this is the only Mortal Kombat that I've ever competed in. As you guys know from watching my other videos, I have Twin Galaxies records on this, and I can tell you lots of these combos are blockable. But it's still cool. I still like it a lot. Okay, so then it continues on and it does it for each one of the characters, and you get a bunch of awesome pictures. That is some classic GamePro art there. You know, got super awesome Sonya Blade. Look at her. Ow, ow! And then we move on to the Super Nintendo, because now you're playing with power. Nintendo power. Okay? And once again, they show each one of the backgrounds in full with all their graphics, and immediately you can start recognizing differences between all of them. And you can see how the Super Nintendo's is much softer, and I think it looks a lot better. Yeah, I said it. Okay, so we got all this great stuff, and it just keeps on going and going and going. Look at that awesome picture. That's killer, right? And once again, they detail each one of the characters, and you get these awesome pictures like this killer cool picture of Sub-Zero using his Korea abilities, freezing some awesome stuff. Okay? And so you get more of that, more of the same thing. Each character, once again, you learn all their moves, all their fatalities, and then you learn even more combos for the characters. And since, for the most part, the combos work on every system equally, because the play mechanics are all there, geez, you're getting a lot of combos in this. And then we move on to the Game Gear, the battery sucker of doom that I don't even understand how they could call it portable, because you can't fit that thing in your pocket unless you were one of those nerdy, goth kids who wear the big old trench coats with big old pockets. And once again, they even took time to show the entire giant, the whopping 2 levels for the Game Gear. And then they do it all over again. Once again, you see, we get Johnny Cage and his combos and Raiden. Look at that picture. Are you seeing this? Like, anybody who knows how to draw knows, like, about how the anatomy is off and maybe the lighting is off, but dude, the style kicks ass. Okay, that's enough about the drawing. I need to shut up about that. If I see a Scorpion picture, though, I might flip out. So forgive me. Anyway, so we do the same thing with, see, look at that. That's amazing. Scorpion pictures, like I said. Good stuff. Okay, so then we do the same thing with Game Gear. Every character, all their a bunch of new combos, a bunch of strategies. Again. So we get all that killer stuff. And then we do it all over again with what? The Game Boy. That's right. Nice slow motion version makes everything. And once again, we see all the different backgrounds, and we see a bunch of combos and strategies for each one of the characters. Look at that snap. Snap. Okay? And they do full depth analysis of the game and how it plays and the way you use each one of the characters with tons of great screenshots. And then, to put the icing on top of the cake, if all that greatness was not enough for you, then they are going to go ahead and go into full detail on how to beat Goro and Shang Tsung. Judging by how in-depth they made this, I know that they're probably overcomplicating it, because honestly, to beat Goro, all you have to do is jump kick him, then jump kick back. Jump kick him, then jump kick back. As long as you keep doing that pattern, I promise you, you will win. But anywho, so we see they do a full in-depth thing about how you beat the man, Goro, and then they do a whole another page on how you beat Shang Tsung, and all of his evil transforming glory. And then finally, at the last page, they do a whole thing on all the secrets and codes. I mean, look at all that. Look at all that great stuff. So you get to see all the secrets and codes. So all in all, the Mortal Kombat strategy guide for GamePro is extremely in-depth. It kicks the crap out of the other guide that I bought. I have not seen the third guide, but so far, I think if I had to suggest a strategy guide for Mortal Kombat 1, GamePro's official Mortal Kombat strategy guide is where it's at. Thanks guys, bye.